What is up, guys? If you guys are interested in getting more information on the bots that we talked about today, or if you are a marketer or a real estate agent and want to get these for you, let me know. Just comment info and we'll get you all that info as well. Now, I need to get this sent out to a few different people, so give me a second as I get this sent out. We're going to dive into today how real estate agents are able to use messenger marketing to sell millions of dollars worth of homes. And the great thing is that we have been able to help a lot of agents and close to now 15 different markets be able to utilize messenger marketing. And we've been able to get leads in for as low as $1 a lead. And we've been able to turn and convert almost 6 and sometimes in even some cases 8% of leads into real conversations that actually, they get to talk with people about buying or selling a home. A lot of challenges that a lot of internet or a lot of real estate agents have with internet leads is that they're not good leads. And so what's beautiful about this whole system, though, is that real estate agents can really utilize this to capture a lead, right? They can actually capture a lead right there through Facebook Messenger, right? They can capture a lead. They can actually nurture a lead, right? So not everybody is ready to buy or sell a home there right then and there. They can actually qualify the lead, right? Depending on if they are meeting a certain criteria. And then they can actually schedule the lead, right? They can actually schedule the lead, and then it can actually even follow up with them as well. So what's great about it is that messenger marketing is really something that can do all of these things for you. And if you create it, it can actually be automated as well. So it starts off with being able to capture it and then nurturing and qualifying and scheduling. So we're going to talk about how all of this plays out. And we're actually going to show you how we've been able to do this for our agents as well. So if you guys are here live, let me know if you guys have any questions. And if you guys are catching this on the replay, feel free to throw any questions down there as well, and I'll make sure I get them to you. So let's just dive in. I've got one more space that I've got to send this out. And then if you guys have any questions about how this works, then you guys can definitely let me know. And we'll get into that as well. Now, let me share a little bit about why we are doing this particular training for a couple of reasons. Well, the first is that there are a lot of real estate agents who are waking up to the potential and waking up to the possibility of going out there and marketing themselves on Facebook, right? And marketing themselves through social media. And so what you can really benefit from is all of the tools that Facebook gives you, all of the insights, all of the tracking and the targeting. All of that stuff really becomes an opportunity for real estate agents to take back their marketing, which they had given away to Zillow.com or Realtor. And so if you are a real estate agent and you're really looking to start driving business and driving transactions for yourself and not leaving it to your sphere of influence or not leaving it to your your referral base to constantly produce transactions for you, well, then marketing and Facebook marketing is obviously a great avenue for you. And then secondly, there's probably a lot of people on this call or on this training here who are also marketers, right? And you're also somebody who is looking to be able to utilize these to help other real estate agents as well. And so whether you are a real estate agent or whether you're looking to help a real estate agent, this will be something that is beautiful just for you. And so let's get in. And I know we got some people here on live, so I'm going to see is anybody here? So Anna, what's going on? Curtis, thanks for hopping on live. I appreciate it. So I think that that's a wonderful thing, though, that we just kind of glossed over, was the fact that now real estate agents can automate their ability to capture leads. They can automate the lead qualification process. They can automate their drip campaigns, and they can even automate so that the appointments actually schedule into their system if they want to. So what's beautiful about this is that you can now leverage the ad platform. You can now leverage Facebook. You can now leverage messenger marketing to create a system that does this pretty much on autopilot without you having to be there. So imagine going out and running an ad, or imagine going out and speaking at an event and then having someone go through and go onto your chatbot, right? Have them land on your Facebook Messenger page, right? You'd be able to ask them questions, them to be able to figure out what is in their ideal budget, right? What kind of property they're looking for, what area they're looking for. And then it's even able to offer the times that you are available to be able to schedule a time to meet. So think about that all being able to be automated without you having to individually have these conversations. That's what's possible when you start to implement some of these systems. And when you implement these systems, it can really be something that allows you to put your lead generation and your marketing pretty much on autopilot, right? And so once again, if you guys want info on this, right, whether you want info on how we do this for real estate agents or you want to start learning, just comment info and we'll get that info to you as well. So let's dive in and let's kind of talk about what this actually looks like, right? So if we jump in, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do new share. All right, so I've got new share. I'm going to do desktop here. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to close that because we don't need that. So I'm going to go here and I want to show you guys just some ad statistics. Okay. Now, what is this here? Okay, this was a campaign we recently finished up. And you'll notice here that we generated 441 new messaging conversations. Okay. So what does that mean? We generated 441 conversations with leads, right? So this is a lead right here, this new messaging conversation. And the reason that is because these leads went into a database. We were able to follow up with them and we were able to actually capture the information and the email of and the phone number of the people who are actually motivated. Now, you'll notice here that this one here is for homeowners, naturally a little bit higher. The cost per, new messaging conversation was right about $1. And then for renters, people who were looking to buy a home, it was a little under 70. It was right about 73 cents. Now, what does this mean? Okay. Well, what this means is that we can now go into a farm. We can now go into an area and we can reach almost 8,000 people, start conversations with 441 of them. And what we found is that anywhere between 5 to, let's say about 5%, we've gotten higher, but around 5% of the people are actually motivated and actively looking to buy or sell a home at that given time. And so what we are able to do is out of about 441, we're able to generate about 20 or 30 conversations, right? But think about that. If you could generate 20 to 30 appointments and it would only cost you a little less than $400, right? What could you do with 20 to 30 appointments? If you get 20 to 30 appointments, how many houses how many people could you get under contract, right? So the thing is about realizing these platforms, they allow you to reach people in a way that was never possible before. And the barrier to entry is so low that you can actually start talking to them before they actually give you a phone number or email address. Why is that important? Because so many agents pay so much money to ISAs, individual assistants, all these other follow-up companies that will follow up with the leads to find, on average, 3% of internet leads convert, right? That's been the industry average from Zillow, right? 3% of Zillow or Realtor.com leads usually convert into something positive or something productive. And so it used to take real estate agents calling for 10 to 15 hours a week and actually cold calling essentially all of these ads, right? All of these emails, all of these numbers. And then what they did is they started, a lot of agents like to outsource this to ISAs. But the challenge with that is that they are expensive, right? And so what this does is it allows us to systematically reach our farms, to systematically increase our brand, that now almost 8,000 people have seen our brand. And let's see, 441 divided by 7854. So that means that in this particular agent's farm, that they are talking to 5% of the people who are in that particular farm, right? Like, think about what can happen to your business. Think about what can happen to your industry, right? To your brand if you are having conversations with 5% of the people in that particular area. Now, are all of those people going to turn into business? All those people going to turn into? No, that's not the way that business works, right? But notice right here, we're talking about generating the lead. So how cool is it that we can get 11% of people to click on an ad, right? I'm going to show you the ad in a little bit, but look at this. It says unique click-through rate. So that means that 11% of the people who actually see the ad are clicking in and actually taking action on our ad. So not only are people seeing us, but 11% of those people are actually taking action, right? And actually clicking on it. That's a really, really high percentage. And so when you utilize these methods, which we're going to show on the training today, you can have a really high conversion rate. And you'll notice all of this was for under $400, okay? All of this for under $400. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the buyer's one, because this is probably the easier, okay? So let's take a look at what this looked like, all right? So here's the ad here, and you'll see that the ad is, let's see if I can actually, I might be able to pull it up on mobile, okay? So if I pull it up on mobile, I might be able to do it. So let's see, I'm going to send notification to Facebook, okay? So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna send notification to Facebook, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna share my phone, all right? So quick engagement plug, guys. If you guys are getting any value out of this, I'm going to ask for you to pick up your thumb or your mouse and to hit the like button, because that would help us to get a few more people on, and then also let Facebook know that this is some decent stuff. So you notice here's the ad, okay? It says South OC residents. We're trying to help as many families, right, find their dream home in Orange County. So we put together an update on all the single-story homes currently for sale in the areas, all right? And you'll notice they can actually swipe down and they can actually see the homes, right, that are in their area, right? And so what happens is if they click this ad, I'll get taken right to Facebook Messenger, and you'll notice that what happens is it'll open up a conversation with the business page. I'll hit a button, and then I can actually go through and I can actually swipe through and see the homes in this particular area. And so you'll notice here, if I hit that button, it's actually linked up and it's pre-prescribed to actually, well, you can see here, it's asking me to log in, okay? I'm gonna register later. And then you'll notice that it'll actually let me search the homes right there in that particular area. And so this makes it a really, really engaging way for you to be able to capture their attention, right? So this is huge, right? This is really what we're talking about. And remember, this is what we're talking about. This is the capture part of it, right? So I'm going to hop back here. This is what we're talking about, is we're capturing the lead. So I want to see, this is really what we do to capture the lead, but this is the first part of, let's see here. Are you guys seeing me? Resume share, new share, desktop, boom, there it is. So this is the capture the lead aspect, right? This is capture the lead. So I want to know, do you guys have any questions about how we actually capture the lead? What we do is we offer a homes list and we just start that conversation right there. So Marlena says, can you show me some of the samples of the ads you created? Hopefully that helped a little bit. Honestly, what we do is we try and make sure that the ad is very, very targeted towards that audience. And I guess we can go back and let's take a look at it, shall we? And Jason, that's all right in Messenger. Okay, that's all right in Messenger. So I'm going to come back to my phone here, okay, so that you guys can see it. And you guys can see that all of that interaction happens right there on Facebook Messenger, okay? I'm right here on Messenger. Now, what's beautiful about it is that now I can actually follow up, and if the client, or if we want to program a follow-up sequence to come back right in here as well. So let's take a look at that ad, and let's take a look at what the ad actually looks like, okay? And by the way, if you guys have any if you guys have any real estate agents, oh, look at that. So I just got a message, right? So check this out. So I clicked on the ad, and then let's see, about what time was that? 5:17. So about 3 to 4 minutes later, I get a message back from the agent that says, hey, they recorded, it actually said, here's a little video from the agent, and it says, here's a little video to introduce myself. So all this is right here in Facebook Messenger, and our goal is to be able to let them subscribe, right? So then after this, we're going to follow up and be able to ask them for their phone number and all that stuff, which I'm going to show you, right? So it makes it really, really easy to follow up and to build that relationship right with that lead through pictures, through video, through lots of different things. So let's hop back and let's take a look at the ad, because I think that's a really great thing for us to dive into, because we do some important things. So take a look at this, okay? Now, let's talk about this ad here. So it says, the first thing is you'll notice at the very top, we call out the area. So we said South OC residents. That's actually the area. That's actually the region which we're running ads to. So everybody who's living in that area, they'll identify with South OC, right? They don't live in the OC, they live in the South OC. And it says we're trying to help as many families as possible find their dream home in Orange County. Now, a lot of people get hung up on the families part. We've since adjusted that. This is an older campaign, okay, that we stopped running, but it was a good one that we, that you guys can see is very easy. And we did some cool things here. So less than $400 spent and over 500 subscribers into their database in less than a month. And so you can see, it says we put together an update on all the single story homes, because remember, this is actually these homes right here. If they search it, if it clicks view homes, well, what's great about it is it's actually going to do a preset search for our agent. It's already designed to actually go in and sort, right? You'll notice that it's already sorted by a couple of things. So, so it already has all of that stuff built in so that they're only seeing the houses in their particular area. So remember, we said we put an update on all the single story homes. So we like to put together lists of very specific things that are going to be helpful for that area. Maybe it's all the homes with a pool. Maybe it's all 2-story homes. Maybe it's all the homes with waterfront views. Maybe it's all the homes that were remodeled since 1980. Maybe it's whatever it is. Find something that people in your area are going to really, really resonate with and utilize that as a way to be able to get them to click in. Because remember, all we got to do is we just got to get them to click, okay? It says just click here and you can browse them on your phone, but hurry, these homes won't last long. And so it says just click here and you can browse them right on your phone, because people want to browse stuff on, they want to browse houses, okay? They just want to see houses. And out of that, you'll find the ones that are motivated in your follow-up, okay? So give them a reason to click. And when they click, all they have to do in order to go into our database is click this view homes. That's all they have to do in order to be able to do that. So now we've actually captured the lead, right? So now we've actually captured the lead. And for us, the way that we do this is through Facebook ads, right? We actually do this through Facebook ads. All right, let's see. Can we resume? There it is. We do this through Facebook ads, but you can do it through, door knocking, right? You can we have different links and different codes that you can send them to. Obviously, if you do different networking events, there's ways that you can do that. You can do a QR code. So there's all these different ways. You don't have to run Facebook ads in order to capture people into this system. But now they're captured, right? Now they're actually into our system. So let's take a look at what that system looks like and what we can actually do. So you notice here's our HD marketing one. And this is the one where we actually house all of the people who come into our agency. So if you go to m.me/HD marketing, well, what's going to happen is it's actually going to take you to intranet, or it's actually going to take you to the conversation with our business page. So everybody has this link, and this is the database of where they're now stored. And so you can see here that we have a lot of people in here, right? I'm not going to show you their names, but we have a lot of people in here that all of these people we can now go through, and we can send them a message or a follow-up sequence at any time. And so it's really, really wonderful that now we can go through, and now if we have them segmented into different tags, or if we have them, if we can say people who subscribed before a certain date, send them this message. Or what we do is for our clients, right? I'll show you here for our clients, we'll have them broken up into different types and different areas. So notice, let's go over here. Let's take a look at this, and let's look at, we've got all these buyers here, right? And so what you'll actually notice is that these buyers, they have things. I'm going to see if I can not show you his name. There we go. So those buyers, okay, they all have they have this stuff attached to them. So you'll notice that in here, he was a buyer and he was interested in Santa Margarita. Okay, that was the link that he actually clicked on. And so we can actually track all of this stuff as well. And so what's great about that is that when we are sending out this stuff, right, we can actually plug all that in. And so if they told us that they were interested in Santa Margarita, we can just plug in, hey, first name, do you still want to buy a home in the area you told us? And what's great is that the bot will just plug that information in. So it makes it really personalized, really individualized, really engaging, right? So let's take a look here. And I want to show you something that we did to make it really, really easy to be able to follow up. So let's jump back in here. And you'll notice that when people come into our clients, right? And this one here. So when they come into it, you'll notice that there's actually a series of messages that they actually get sent, okay? So they actually get sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 messages over a period of days. And so this is really, really easy for you to, after 2 minutes, they come after the ad, the system automatically comes in and checks in on them. Now, the beautiful thing, though, is that we can ask for lots of different things. So let's jump back in here, and I want to actually show you the flow and kind of what it actually looks like. So let's take a look here, and I'm going to edit this, and let's preview that. So then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to see if I can preview my phone. So you'll notice here, let's take a look. So here was that flow, that message that we just sent. It said, hey, and then it plugs in my first name. Quick question, how soon were you planning on buying a home? I gave you some options below. So let's say I say ASAP, right? Well, it's actually going to save that. It's actually going to log that into the system that I want to buy ASAP. And then it's going to say, okay, have you thought about your ideal price point? And I actually can type that in. So I'm going to say, 350K. So it's actually going to let me type that information in. Now, here's the best part. What's great is it'll actually auto recommend the email and phone number so that all that person has to do is simply click that button and then you will have that automatically subscribed, right? You'll automatically get their email address sent wherever you tell the system to send it to. So what's beautiful about this now is that we have this opportunity to not only just capture the lead, right? And then we showed you the videos earlier, right? Where you can now follow up and you can now send them messages, right? So if we take a look here, we're talking about qualifying, right? We're actually talking about qualifying and nurturing the lead through all of these messages. So what's great is that this one system that we're talking about here can capture the lead, can qualify, and can actually nurture, right? Either one, whether it's through videos, through blogs, through articles, and then, right, it can actually get that person's information so that you can schedule the lead as well. Now, what's really, really wonderful is that these systems, they can be built out so that you can continue to follow up with these people and schedule the ones that don't actually come in. So let's take a look. And I want to see if I have, so let's see how easy it can actually be. So this can be as simple, or it can be as integrated as you actually want. So let's take a look at it. And let's say after we ask for their email, we can say, okay, when do you want to come into our office, right? For your interview, or for your, it's not an interview. Let's go for your applicant for your, I don't know, consultation. Don't call it that, but let's just say that for the time being, right? So we can type that in right there, and we can actually give them choices, right? So what we can do is we can actually give them choices to be able to choose from. So we can actually go in here and we're going to say multiple choice, right? And we're going to paste our question right in there. And what's great about this is that you can actually say, you know what, we have Monday, and you can say that, and you can say Tuesday. And these things can all get very much integrated with your Google Sheets or your Google Calendar. They can all talk to that if you guys use Calendly, all of those things. But I want to show you just a basic way that you can be able to do that, right? And let's say Thursday and then Friday right here. So it's actually going to ask me which day I want and to come in as well. And let's not have a skip button. And then so the next thing is we're actually going to ask them, okay, at what time? And we're going to say, what time works best for you? And instead of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, let's do 12 p.m. Let's do 1 p.m. Let's do 2 p.m. Let's do 3 p.m. Let's do 4 p.m., right? Because we just want to keep it there. Okay, great. Awesome. Now what we can do is we can actually save these to individual fields. And so you can go in here and let's say that we want to, let's say business stage is what we're saving the first one to, and time, let's say that we save it to, what can we save it to? We just got to save it to a field. Let's say test 2, and then let's say we save the first one to test 1. How about that? How about we do that just to keep it simple, okay? All right, so now we can say, okay, got it. And then watch this. So now what we can do is we can use their information. So you want to come in on, and then we use the first test, right? That's the first thing that we do is we use test 1, come in on this date, right? At this time. And then we put in the test 2 for the time. So what it's going to actually do is it's going to pull the information that I just plugged into it as well. So I'll show you how it's going to look in a second. And then we basically can confirm that, right? We can confirm that. We can confirm, is this correct? And then we can say, yes, that's correct. And if it is, we can say, awesome, and we can take them to the next stage, right? Or we can say, you know, what I would say here is, we already have their email, so we don't need that. Basically, what I would do is I would say, or I can say, no, I need a different time. Let's say I need a different time. No, it doesn't fit. Need a different time. Oh, it doesn't. Let's just say need different time. So that one right there. And if we need different time, then what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this, and I'm going to come over here, and then we're going to put the new segment so that we can try it over again as well. So we don't need that. And we're going to say that. Okay. Boom. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to say that. Okay, cool. Yes, that's correct. And if they say that's correct, I'm going to send them a message that says, awesome, your agent or the agent will be in touch. And you can say something different. I wouldn't encourage you to say that. I'm just telling you like the kind of concept or the idea that I'm trying to convey, but I would probably say something a lot different. But then I go here, if they click that, and then I go here. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see what the hell we just did. By the way, guys, if any of this is kind of helping you to break through and helping you to have any ahas or any, you know, clarity moments, I'm just going to ask that you get your thumb or your finger and your mouse or whatever it is, and you hit the like button, because that will do a lot for the algorithm and for our just for us. That would be super helpful. So let's keep going. So let's preview this, right? And so I want to test this out. And I'm actually going to bring up my phone again, okay, so that we can see how this works. All right, there it is. Okay, there it is right there. So, hey, quick question. How soon are you planning on buying a home? Remember, okay, so ASAP. All right, awesome. So then if I said, okay, that's very helpful. All right, now it's going to ask me those questions again. Now I can program it so that if I already gave my email, then I don't have to give it again. And if I already answered the questions, then I don't have to give this again. But for now, we're just going to re-go through it again. So let's say 500K. Okay. Now that's stored and can actually be shipped off as well. And later we're going to talk about how we can send this information off to somebody as well. So it says, great, that's all I need. What's your email? Okay, cool. And then, okay, when do you want to come in for your office for your consultation? All right, when do you guys want to come in? When, like, pick a time, pick a day for me. Let's see. I'd love for you guys to pick a day: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. All right, let's do Thursday. Okay. Now pick a time. When do you guys pick a time? Because we got a few options. We got 12, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, what happens if I don't? Now, let's say can't make that, or let's say, damn, that's late. I don't know. Let's just say that we say that. Well, it's actually going to prompt me, and it's going to say, please select one of the options below, right? Okay, I got to pick one of them. So what are you thinking? 12, 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? So let's say 4 o'clock, because, you know, at the end of the day. So we say, okay, got it. So you want to come in on Thursday at 4 p.m. because that's what we said, right? That's what we told it. So we told it Thursday at 4 p.m. Is that correct? And if I say yes, I say, yes, that's correct, it's going to go on. Or if I said no, need different time, well, then it's going to take me to the confirmation. Okay, when do you want to come in? So now it's going to ask me these questions. Actually, let's do Friday at 4 o'clock. And so what this does is it actually allows you to be able to automate this system, and the agent doesn't even have to be having these conversations. The agent doesn't even have to be jumping in until now, until they find out who's who's actually interested, who's motivated, and who's ready and willing to take action. So I said, yes, that's correct. And it says the agent will be in touch shortly. So remember, guys, kind of what we're talking about here, right? We're talking about being able to capture the lead. We're talking about being able to nurture the lead. And then now what we can do is we can even schedule the lead right there through it. And if you guys use Calendly, or you guys use Google Calendar, or you guys use anything like that, well, then all of a sudden it can do that as well. So I guess we kind of glanced over the whole qualifying part, didn't we? Because in here, did you guys see all those questions that we were asked, right? Like, you can change those questions. In here, it asked for, so let's hop back, right? Let's hop back as well. And so in here, it asked me how soon I'm looking to buy a home. And then it also asked me what my price point was. It could ask me what area I'm looking to buy. It could ask me if I need, to be thinking about down payment assistance. It could be asked if I need to sell my home. It could ask if I need to refi. It could ask whatever questions I want. It can collect. So you see how it just automatically recommended my email, and that's my spam email. So, you guys can just don't spam it too hard. But it can automatically recommend the email that people log into Facebook with. So it's automatically going to recommend that. And even better yet, the phone number that they had to confirm it. So you can actually set it to not request an email, but you can actually set it to automatically request a phone number so that you can collect this lead and this information as well. So it says what time works best for you, okay? And then obviously you can program the scheduling aspect as well. So all of these things make it really easy to qualify and then to schedule all the people that you want to, right? So this is, I don't know, most of you guys realize that this is such a game changer as well. Let me see, hopefully this is, okay, great, this is live on my profile. Cool, so let me check in, see if you guys have any questions here that are live. Jason says, are you using the Facebook Messenger ad set? We are, that's all that we use is the Facebook Messenger campaign as well. Let's see, Mike says, take my money. So guys, if you guys want help on this system, then what I want you to do is just comment info and we will actually get you all the information that you guys need. And so just comment info, and whether or not if you guys want to learn how to implement this stuff, then that's great. Or if you guys want us to actually implement it for you, then we can do that too. Just comment info and we'll reach out and get that to you as well. So Curtis says, can you show a seller campaign? All right. So seller campaigns are really all we do for sellers that's different. The only thing that we do that's different is we target sellers. And instead of offering homes that are available, what we do is we offer homes that are, homeless, right? And what I mean by that is we offer the, I'm having a blank. Dan, what's up, Dan? Dan just hopped in. Dan, if you are done with dinner and want to hop into the training, let me know and I'll get you the link. So we did it on, we just offer the homes that were recently sold. Right. And so what that means is they're not seeing the homes that were that are available. What we offer them is the home list of the homes that were just sold. And so they're able to see what the prices are in their area. And then we follow up with them. And once again, we've got to find the thing about real estate marketing, especially on Facebook, is you got to really think about it as finding the needle in the haystack. And so there's going to be all of these people that come into the system, but only a few of them are going to be ready and primed and motivated to get started right now. And so that's why you've got to let it give it time in order for those databases to build. Like we have one agent who we're working with who the first 3-4 days, she was like, why isn't it working? There's no leads coming on. What's going on? I'm like, hold on. Like, let the process work. 1 week, she's like, this isn't working. I'm like, it's only been a week. Hold on. 2 weeks in, she's like, all right, I'm happy with the lead flow. And I'm like, yes, because that, like, you got to give it time, right? Because these things have to take time for us to be able to nurture and find the ones that are actually motivated. So for you, Curtis, I know you're a marketer and you'd love to see a seller campaign. What we do is we use a homes list that is actually directed to obviously homeowners. We target, that's the big part of it, is targeting. And then the second part of it is using a list of homes that were recently sold so they can kind of see the comps in the area as well. So Jason says, how do you get the list of homes to stay in Messenger rather than going to a different website? So we do everything right there in Facebook Messenger or right there in our, what we call a chatbot, so that everything stays right there in Facebook Messenger. So this particular system does require a website from an agent, or at least a lot of times they can use their broker's website. All they need is some sort of website that can search an IDX or that has some sort of IDX connection, and then we can sync it up to our system. So we just put a link in there and they hit a button and it keeps it right there. But that's through what we call the chatbot platform as well. And Curtis says, is the copy that simple? Curtis, the copy is super simple. It's hyper-directed, hyper-focused towards that area. It's desire-based, right? But we just tell them what it is. It's a super simple offer. We make the barrier to entry super low, so we run it a messages campaign where all they have to do is click the ad, they click the button, and then they're in our agent's database. And that's how we were able to get over 500 people into our client's database in less than a month for under $400 in ad spend, right? So that's really what we're talking about here as well. So if you guys are getting any value out of this, I'm going to ask again for you to take your finger and hit the like button. And if you have any agents that tag them in it, or if there's any, frankly, if there's any Facebook groups, if you're a real estate agent and there's any Facebook groups that you feel like this would be valuable for, tag them into that as well, because we just want to give them, we want to help the industry to kind of wake up to what's possible when you start to use some of these automation systems. So let's transition into the last kind of part of it as well, and let's transition into really what we do after in the coolest part, because what's really cool is we can now take that information and now we can now populate a Google Sheet or a Google document. So let's go here to Sheets, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make, we're gonna create a new sheet, and what I wanna show you is that whether you use a sheet, whether you use a Google Sheet, whether you use a CRM, if you want it to be emailed to you, whatever it is that you want, what you can actually do is you can actually create a spreadsheet so that when these things happen, right, when a lead comes into a database, it'll automatically populate into a sheet. It'll automatically populate into your CRM. It can automatically send a text. It can automatically send an email. It can automatically do all of those things so that you are notified when someone wants to come in. So let's say we're going to do it this way. So let's go in here. We're going to name this spreadsheet and we're going to call it, what's the date today? We're going to call it 314 training. Okay. We're going to call it 314 training. It's sheet 1. We're going to do, this is the name. Okay. We're going to do, we also have, and then let's just keep it simple. Okay. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just do day and time. Okay. Let's just keep it simple. And I want to show you what I mean by this. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go through and create a zap. So at the end of this, right, what will happen is that these people will actually automatically populate into this database. So let's go here and we're going to click perform action. And what I'm going to add this tag, and I'm going to click here and I'm going to do, we're going to do an add a tag, and I'm going to do scheduled time, right? So that's what they did, is they picked a time. Let's do that. And I'm going to do some little technical work here. So bear with me. So I need to click that there. And then over here, similarly, I'm going to do that here. Okay. So hold on. So I know what I need to do. So I'm going to put that like that, boom, boom, cancel that. All right. So if they hit this, so before they get to this, I'm going to go here. So we're going to put this right here, and bear with me as I do some technical stuff, guys. I just want to make sure that this is connected and this works. So we're going to delete that thing. I got to delete that thing. And so before they go here, they're going to go here. No. Delete it. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me for a second. So if that's correct, they're going to go here, and then they're going to go here. And if they say, yes, that's correct, they're going to go here. Now, why am I doing this? Okay. What I'm actually doing is I'm notifying my system that they scheduled the time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to pull that information into my Google Sheets. So I'll show you right here. I'm going to make a zap. And then this is actually a system that connects all of the different databases, right? And so they have a free plan, or we offer it for our clients. So this is something that we kind of, so once again, if you want us to do this for you, just comment info and we'll follow up with you and see if we can help you out. And so I'm going to click ManyChat, and so we're going to do this. And so we're going to go here. I'm going to say tagged user. Okay. And remember, the tag was scheduled time. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to find my account. So there it is right there. And the tag that we're going to do is we're going to tag them as scheduled time. And then we're going to hit continue. Okay. Fetch and continue. Now, let's see. Do I have it? Am I here? There I am. Okay. Now I'm going to hit continue. And then what I'm going to have it do is I'm actually going to have it go, and I'm going to have it talk to my Google Sheets. So I'm going to have it talk to my Google Sheets, and I'm going to say I'm going to have it create a spreadsheet row. And then I'm going to have it go find that particular sheet. And so that one was, what account was that? That was our Millennial Skills account. So we're going to click the Millennial Skills account. We're going to choose that one there. We're going to test it, make sure it's good. There it is. So we're going to save and continue that. And then I'm actually going to pick the spreadsheet. So remember, the spreadsheet was 314 training. That's today. My worksheet, I only have one. So sheet 1. And then you're going to see there that I have my name, my day, and my time. So I'm going to go, my name is my username. And then the day was, remember, test 1, right? Was test. And then the time was test 2, right? Was test 2. So I'm going to go and I'm going to find test 2. So if I notice that if I hit continue, what this is going to do is it's going to say, here it is, send test to Google Sheets. And then if I hop back over here to my Google Sheet, boom, boom, there it is right there. So now I've got an appointment with this day, time, right? And if I wanted to, I could even add that email in there as well. So let's go in there and let's do that. So let's say, I'm going to edit a step. So I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to also refresh the fields. So find the email, and then I'll go in here. And so I can do that, and I can go in and find user custom field. I want to do user custom field email. Okay, I need to find email. There it is right there. Now I'm going to hit continue. And then if I hit this test again, I'm going to retest it. Send test. Bada boom, bada bam, there it is. Me, Friday, 4 p.m., there's my email, right? And so what's going to happen is I can hit finish. I can turn that bad boy on. And so every time someone goes through this flow and submits a day and submits their the day and time they want to talk, it'll automatically populate here. I can send an email to myself. I can text myself. I can do whatever I want so that I know that a lead just came in, and it'll just give me the information that automatically populated. So this is really how we help agents to be able to actually schedule these people as well. So let's see. So what we're talking about here is we're talking about, that's what we were. We're talking about really taking the whole thing. So we can capture the lead, we can nurture, we can qualify, we can schedule, and then we can even follow up with them, right? So it makes it really, really easy for you to be able to follow up with them through all of the, through the system, right? Or you can individually, you can jump in. And so what's great about it is now that I can actually show you my phone, right? What's cool is you can jump in, and if you go to your Pages app, right, that's where all of the conversations are. So if I go to my Pages app, I can go in here, and if I want to see the other side of the conversation, I can actually see that, what's actually happening right there. So all of the conversations are right here in your Pages app. So it's just like if you were to start a messaging conversation with them as well. And so when you utilize this, you can utilize kind of Facebook as your own little CRM, and it allows you to be able to, I don't know, guys. I mean, geez, you're off to the races there. The possibilities are limitless. So let's see. If you guys have any questions, throw those down there. But if you guys want us to implement this for yourself, just comment info and we'll get you all the information that you need. My partner, Dan Tiemann, is the one that will be reaching out. I am the nerd and the geek behind the scenes who does all this stuff. And my partner is the one who actually, answers all the questions and can help you guys get started. So just comment info and know that it's Dan Tiemann, okay? Dan Tiemann, all right? DANTIEMAN, okay? He's the guy you want to look out for, okay? There are many imposters. There are lots of people who will try and imitate, but oftentimes they will be hard in replicating what we do because, I don't know, they just can't do it. So if you guys have any questions, now is your time to throw those down there. I'm going to see that. So Dan, let me send it to you. I'm going to message you I'm going to message it to you right now. So guys, if this was valuable to you guys, okay, what I'm going to ask is that you guys throw any, just hit the like button. What I would ask is that would be amazing if you guys hit the like button. Man, if you guys are connected with any agents or real estate agents, it would be amazing if you hit if you tag them in this, man, that would be amazing for us because we do have a few more spots to actually work with some real estate agents. We work with lots of clients, but real estate agents probably who we've had some of the most success out there as well. So let's Dan, I just messaged you the info there, so hop on if you want. I just got your message as well, so let's see. I don't know what's being shared here. So guys, if you guys have any questions, throw those down there. And we are doing this. And here's the thing, okay? I just got, here's the thing. A lot of people are asking for the flows. A lot of people, you can buy real estate templates out there, okay? There are people, right, who will sell you templates for $97, okay, that don't do jack shit, okay? And the reason is because a template by itself doesn't actually do anything. You still have to know how to implement it. You still have to know how to change it. You still have to know how to be able to utilize it, right? So there's going to be people out there paying, charging you hundreds of dollars for these templates. And the funny thing is that these people are oftentimes taking some of the stuff that we're doing and just selling it to you. So we can give you some of these flows. Obviously, if you come into our group, we share some of these. But right now, what we are really doing this for is to illuminate to the real estate industry the opportunity that's out there and the opportunity that's possible when you utilize this stuff. So what up, Dan?
Hey, happy to join you, man. I was out to, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Awesome. Happy to join you, man. I was out to eat brother's birthday. Happy to jump on the training. Got some Culvers here. Got a little concrete action. So
click
some good
the,
stuff.
Gallery at the top. Click it should say gallery view. Click that.
Yeah. Is it good now?
Yeah, it should be. You should be able to see both of us.
Oh yeah. No. Cool, man.
Cool.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. You were throwing some fire I saw in here, making people going to be adding me as friends now.
Yeah, guys.
I'm about to make some new friends.
I'm gonna tag. I'm gonna change the details of this post right now so that you guys can know who. Apparently, Dan, people were hijacking the people who commented on our posts and trying to sell them a B-level, lower level product. And, so like I said, often tried to be imitated, never replicated. So if you guys want info on this, comment info, and this Dan Tiemann right here will get you all that. So Dan, anything you think we should cover? I mean, I've been talking for quite a bit, and
Man, I have missed so much. Everything I could think of you probably covering it, you are already probably covered it because you just go, balls deep and everything. I love to always quote balls deep, so when I can, I do it. Yeah, man. I mean, you go deep into all of your trainings. You go deep into the value. So,
well, let's rehash it then. Let's kind of just review. And by the way, I've got a few more minutes left before my voice officially taps out, guys. So if this was valuable, I'm going to ask you guys to hit the like button. If you guys have questions, throw those down there. Now's the time to throw them down there. We'll come back and we'll make sure we answer those. And of course, if there's any like real estate agents that this would be valuable for, sharing it into their group or tagging them below would do wonders for us, because instead of selling you a $97 template that's actually just going to sit. I was talking to one of my students today, and she buys these templates, and then she realizes that she can't actually do anything with them because she still needs to learn how to use it, and she needs to get all the rest. She actually gets to get people into the bot. So we want to actually help people implement this for themselves. So just comment info if you want to get that conversation started. But what we talked about, Dan, was how now one system is able to capture the lead, nurture the lead, qualify the lead. We even showed how you can schedule the lead and then follow up with it, like all literally in one system. Like that's what we talked about. We talked about we do it through Facebook ads, and that's how we generate the traffic. But there's lots of ways for people to be able to do it without that Facebook ad component as well. So in a nutshell, if you guys are just hopping on late, I would go back and rewatch this to kind of see. We showed him, Dan, the ad. Like we went through, like showed him literally walk through the ad that's getting seller leads into the database for about $1. We showed him the follow-up process. So we actually walked through in ManyChat the kind of the follow-up process and how we're able to ask them the correct questions, how we're able to send them videos, how we can follow up and kind of automate the sequences afterwards. We actually showed you.
I know you said you were talking about different ways in order to get people on the bot. I know a big thing is people like with utilizing groups. Did you go over how you could drop a link within a group?
Yeah, we talked about how they can get people into it with links and with QR codes.
Perfect.
And then the last part we were wrapping up with was, how to get all that information out of the bot and how to get it into, a database, a CRM, a Google Doc that they can actually work with.
Yeah, man. Do you know everything that it could go? I know I was talking to someone actually earlier today. I don't know if anyone else uses BombBomb at all, but do you know, can it integrate into BombBomb? Do you know? I don't know how many agents who have that out there. I'm not sure if you heard of it because there's like 3,000 real estate CRMs.
I'd have to do. I'm familiar with BombBomb, and it's great for video. Let me do a quick check, because what's cool is I was just showing you that Zapier integrates with ManyChat and with chatbots really, really easily.
Oh yeah.
That if BombBomb, if they can do it, and let me do a quick check on Zapier's website.
I know the big one is Line Desk, dude. Line Desk is killer with it when it comes to the integrations with Zapier. They're always ahead of the curve.
Oh man, so it's just BombBomb can integrate right into it. So imagine someone coming into your imagine someone coming into your database, right? Them giving you their email, them getting personalized videos, and then you could probably we haven't done it yet, but you definitely can sync it up so they can get those videos sent through Messenger. So
totally. That you get an email drip on there, you get some call action. Man, you are hitting them from 3 points just like that. And especially with Messenger now, because our emails are cluttered and people don't listen to their voicemails. We had that conversation earlier. People are able to open this thing up, get the notification, and get right to it, man. It's killer.
It's now that they allowed, Facebook agents, they loved the lead forms because it automatically recommended the email and the phone number. So it was like one click and then they could get the phone number and email. And similarly now with the updates to the system, that's exactly what's happened now, so that the chatbot, a lot of people get caught up in the fact that the chatbot's at the beginning of the conversation. The chatbot is really the beginning of it. And what you know, afterwards, you're able to really be an agent, you know, is now you get to be an agent. It's not going to take your job. It's just going to allow you to focus on yours.
Yeah, I mean, there's an awesome picture from Ryan Dice over from the summit that just went on traffic and conversion, saying that 66% of people or consumers are willing to talk through Messenger, and that's actually a platform that you want to do it on. And people always ask me, like, where's that study done? And it's Twilio, which is a reputable source when it comes to digital marketing. I mean, people are willing to talk on this thing over 66% of the time. It's your mobile strategy, guys. That's like the biggest thing that I like to get across. Just because there's so many times where businesses don't have a way to access somebody's phone easily. And this is a way to get in front of their phones,
It's so like, how amazing that it's so frictionless for the user, for the lead. It's so easy for them to become a lead. And then for you have a direct connection to their cell phone. You literally can make a notification pop up on their cell phone anytime you want. So what a lot of agents don't realize too is that now that for that 500 that they that 500 people that came into their database, that 500 that came into their database, yes, they're great, and we converted, maybe around 5% that month. But those people are going to sit in their database. Those people are going to continue to get the drip campaigns. Those people are going to continue to be nurtured, so that like these messenger bots and these messenger lists. I mean, it's cool because we have 500 people in a month. But imagine when an agent has been doing this for a year and they've got 5,000 or 50,000 as well. Like, it's going to be a game changer. So it's huge, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about growing the list, right? It's, at first everyone wanted to grow their email list. Now they're trying to grow their messenger list because, frankly, your email list is dying.
Yeah,
it's still good. It's utilized, but I mean, it's all about growing that list. I always tell an agent when I'm talking to them, and they're like, "Well, what are you trying to sell me?" And I go, "Well, I'm practically just selling you a list, right? But the list is worth its weight in gold." For the pure fact that it's anything that goes up must come down, and what's coming down is all these leads booming into deals.
Yeah, it's huge. All right, guys, I like to keep these trainings nice and tight, and we're at the hour mark. So if you guys want more information on how to get this implemented for yourself, there's two options. Okay, there's a DIY, which is we can teach you how to do it, or we can do it for you. Either way, Dan's going to be your guy. He's going to be able to help you out. And so just comment info, and Dan is your man. Jesus, I bet you've heard that before. Fucking A.
Too many times, my man. But it's always in good context, right?
I bet. Yeah, well, it is. It's better than Hector the junk collector, so that's good. Or Hector the collector. I'm like, what am I collecting?
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, that's all we got for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, throw those down there. We'll come back and answer them. But y'all are awesome, so stay cool. Dan, I think you're the host, so you gotta end it.
I gotta end this one.
You gotta end it.
Peace out, guys.